Welcome back, everybody, to the day 2 of our trading essay intraday Wyckoff trading. Now, today we'll definitely be looking at some of the notes that we talked about. So I just want to do a summary of yesterday. But before we do that, can I just do a sound check? Is my sound check coming in okay? Do let me know. Is my sound coming okay? Just type it. Looks good, right? All right. So yesterday we started the day. Let me just bring out the notes that we have here. All right. Apparently this is okay. Yesterday we started with the trade VSA, and we talk about the confidence level. I think that's part and parcel of being a trader, because like it or not, you got to be doing a lot of trades. If you're doing intraday, you know, sometimes 3 trades a week, you're talking about something like 12, 40, 50 trades. At one point in highlight of my career is actually you do more than 1,000 trades a year. That's fine. Now, if you were to trade even the intraday trading, which I will show you, right, the 1 minute and the 3 minute, 5 minute chart, that's even more. Sometimes you do about 10, 20 trades. So that's why it's important to get a discount broker for that meaning in here, right? So going forward, so after the confidence, we actually went on and doing where to look for trades. We talk about using trade VSA screener, which I'm going to show you today. We use a trade VSA screener to look for trades if you're looking at stocks. But today I'm just going to share with you how to look for trades using 3 products, which is the FKLI Malaysian futures, the crude palm oil, and the mini Hang Seng. Okay, the mini Hang Seng is the other area that we're going to be looking at. Looking for trades to take. All right. Definitely today we'll look at the 18-day line change in here to see if there's any spot. There's none on KLSCI last Friday, so I'll just have to look for the highest volume. There is one here for Singapore, right? But this one in here, I prefer those that is purple, but this one here is still a red zone. Hutchinson, nothing of that one. We just have to look for those with a large volume if you just want to trade. Else, you know, we really have to pick a trade. But today, just to demonstrate the trading, I might just do some futures trade for you. Okay. Now, if you look where we are now, currently we have the on the summary part. Yes, let's talk about the summary. So after that, we went on and talked about did talk about the sign of strength and sign of weakness. Here, sign of strength, sign of weakness. And then later on, we went on to the Wyckoff, okay, the Wyckoff trades in here, and we did talk about shorting on trust, and we talk about cluster of closers, and we talk about the rule of 3. Remember rule of 3? We can start building a trade, right, in 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, and we exit out 1/3 and 1/3 and 1/3, right? So that is what we are doing so far here. And so this is what we're going to be okay, thanks a lot. And I'm just trying to get my thoughts in sync what we're going to showcase to you, because live trading is generally more free-flowing. It's a bit more random to look for what to trade. Okay, now for me, if I'm trading the futures, I probably set up a chart like this. Okay, this is where I have, now you can see this chart I've set up. Now this is only for those sign up or repro. You can change the layout over here. You can have the usual one. For me, the free layout, the bigger one on the left hand side, and the right side is the 2 smaller ones. So you can actually put what sort of stocks you want to trade. This is normally I do this for a future setup. You can also do this for other markets too. If you're looking at intraday, now intraday right now I have here Hang Seng is a 1 minute chart. Over here, this is a 1 minute chart. So you can see it is still a red hit zone. That's right, right? Red hit zone simply means it is time to long or short. It's a time to short, isn't it? It's time to short. So you can see that one. This is a time to short, and the market's still trending down here. There was a nice uptrust here as we talk about. Let's look back, looking at some of the weakness that we have. Let's analyze this, okay? Where we were. Let me just get my pen here, and so I'm just going to blow this up a bit. Okay. Now, yes, there you go. My little pen here. Okay. So the uptrust, it's one of the more really important notes that you want to take note of. Okay, I'm just going to use this pen here. So you can see there was an upthrust here. Oh, where did it go? Okay, we take this one here. So we've done an upthrust here. Okay, another upthrust. And also you notice this one here is also rolling downhill. Then we have the breaking of the ATR stop loss here and here. So this trend is down. Now, as you go down, this is on the downside, right? Now, this is the downside. What will you be thinking right now if this is the downside now? Now, remember we talked about shortening of the thrust, isn't it? Right? This is where we start to draw. Look, there's one here. Like there's a spring. So the next one is going to make another small thrust. Remember that talking about the thrust, the long thrust, then the shorter thrust, the shorter thrust. That's what we're doing. We are looking for a long setup here. Okay, we are looking for a long setup because every time when the market breaks down, okay, it has to go back up. So this is where we do another one here, another one here. So this is where we look for SOT to the downside. Okay, now just to ensure you all remember that, let me just bring out the slides. Shortening of the thrust. Let me just erase this. There you go. So this is what we're trying to do in here. Shortening of the thrust is try to look up for the setup. Okay, for the setup for the going long. That's right. So it's the shortening of the thrust in here. So this is what we are doing. Okay, and you can see we got a nice spring here. Let me just move this down. Yes, new panel below. That's right. And I'll turn on the. You can see the volume also. And what we're going to do for if the market would go look for. If you're going to go to long, what do we look for next? Okay, maybe I'm just going to get my notepad out and type it out for you guys. Oh, I even can't get that up. Something is not right with my thing. I think it's a memory problem. Okay. Too many things in here. Okay, I can't type it up, so I'll probably have to write on the screen for that one. So just bear in mind with me one here. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be doing. Let's push it aside. So one of the things that let me just get this first. Okay. All right. So we look for one. Okay, one, we look for shortening SOT to the downside. Okay, so SOT to the downside. Then what else we look for? We have to see some lower volume here, right? Right, lower volume. Okay, lower volume. Okay, perhaps we want to see cluster of closes to go long. Okay, we're looking for a setup. What we're trying to do is looking for a long setup. Okay, now the market is still downtrend. You may say, why don't we just short? Correct? But also look at that, what we talk about the high volume here. There's a one high volume here. See, the market turned down. Then you got another high volume here. Okay, the market turned down. Then you got one first high volume here, market start to move sideways. Another one start to move sideways. You see that? So this is like what we talk about here. See this? High volume, high volume, high volume. Right? And we want to look for what? Another high volume here, right? Which is going to be somewhere down here, right? So now you can see what we're trying to do now is to combine what we learned yesterday and today to look for trade. All right. So of course we want to make sure that we do get green hit zone too. Let me just rub this off first. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is good. This is neat. Okay. The next thing we want to make sure that it is a green hit zone. Okay. And also we want to look for strength. Okay. Okay, on the left side. Okay. So right now we don't get many. You see, we didn't get few. If you look on the right hand side, which is here, all right, then you will definitely see that is weakness. But on the foreground here, it is building up. Also, you can notice this is 10:14 when we are going live in here. So the market is going to be slowing down. So think to go long. Now I'm going to ask everyone here, where do you think you want to go long? Okay, where to go long? Long. Okay, here. Now we're going to look at Hang Seng. After that, we're going to look at the FKLI and also look at the CPO too. Where do you want to go long? Anybody? Okay. So this is a part where I'm going to be asking you guys to see where you want to go long. Anyone? Looking at this chart, those of you who have, right? Make sure you can switch to the Hang Seng. Now your Hang Seng chart that you have will be a delay chart, that's for sure, because unless you subscribe to the real time, later on we'll talk about how to subscribe to real time. It's a very small fee. For the Hang Seng is only $4 a month, which is about 17 ringgit, right? If you provided you want to trade the Hang Seng. Now a little bit more about why I like to trade the Hang Seng. But those of you, I suggest those of you who really want to learn about the real time stocks, you may just keep it to the 20 minutes. You may want to subscribe to the futures, FKLI and CPO. Because going forward next year, 2019, I think for our members, and if the market is not going to give us the kind of trade that we want, you might want to look at futures, trading the shorter time frame. And trading, you certainly have that. It's a very small investment. If those of you already in trading, TradingView Pro, right, just pay another $1 a month. $1 for the every month, so it's only like 4 ringgit 50 cents, which is very good. You can see the FKLI. Now, do remember in the past, when I was a futures broker, when I first started off, it was very expensive to actually use real-time data, and you might end up paying almost 400 ringgit a month with it. Right now, if you look at today, how much have you been paying? You know, you're talking about 4,800 a year, just 2 products, 4,800 ringgit a year for just 2 products. Right now, you know, what you're paying now is just a real-time data, which is less than 2,500 ringgit, and you get almost all the product in here. All right, you get almost all the product in here. Now, anybody have answered me yet? Okay, I'm trying to see any where do you think want to go long? Okay, certainly, right? Certainly above the high of this, isn't it? 2074. Okay, you want to go long at 20 on what? You want to go long 207 when you have what? You have volume. Remember, we talked about that, isn't it? Right? So let me just, I need to erase this. Can I erase this, or you guys going to take a picture? All right, I'll probably take a picture for you, and I'm going to erase it. Okay. Erase it, then I'm going to. So this is part where I want to use the trend lines. Okay. I'll use the trend line, and I will draw one here. Okay. So I'm just going to switch this on to green. That's where I want to go long. And where's my stop loss? If I want to, now I also want to see a breakout. Okay, a breakout. So this is where we want to go long. Now remember, yesterday we talked about the climatic volume, right? We have a spring here. Let me just show you what I mean here. Okay, that was the one that I had. Okay. Now this one here, okay? You remember this chart? Okay, now this chart is like a sell down. We have a climatic volume here. Okay, then we got a spring, right? We want to see what we call a selling climax. Then we see a spring, then we get a line change. This is what we are waiting for. All right, this one here. So let's go back to this chart, right, and see. We got this here, right? We got a spring. Now we're looking for another small spring here, if we do get one. However, the volumes that drives up here, which is good. Okay, volume that drive up here. We got a sell-off here. This one is about 1,200. Then you got another spring. It don't look exactly like, but what you're trying to see is that the volume did come in on the left-hand side, like what I'm showing you on this chart here. So we are seeing the market was going to move up, come back down, right? This is where this portion here, right here, and we want to see this breakout. If you can see this breakout nicely done, that would be great. Okay, now we're just going to go back to the, there you go. Still volume. What is the volume doing now here? Can you all see? What is the volume doing now here? All right. Now this thing can go 2 ways also at the same time. If it doesn't break out, it's going to be going sideways for another breakdown. So a continuation of a downtrend. We always think this is, hey, this is actually, maybe this is, you know, doing stage 1 accumulation, Okay, let's draw this, okay, which is maybe better. I'll just switch the color first. Okay, switch to black. And again, but what we're trying to do is just trying to do a deep practice, what we talked about yesterday. Okay. Okay, a deep practice here. Then we do another one here. Oh, we have a line change here. See, coming soon. Oh, okay. Are we in already? 76. What's the high here? This high is 79. Yeah, we are in already. Okay, so we got a test here, right? And let's do the. So we are in. Okay, very classic. What we saw today. Very nice. I really like it. Very seldom we see what we teach yesterday. Based on this. Right, and it comes out nicely. So with the line change, we are in now. Okay. Now, next question is, I'm going to ask everybody, where do we take profit? Okay, where do we take profit? Now, at one point of time, this thing is going to turn green hit zone. Okay, but we are trading technically. If you're a beginner, use the hit zone. But today, I just want to demonstrate how the seafood does it. We just follow what I teach you guys and what we are actually doing in here. Just try to draw the lines here. Okay, now hopefully we do see the market breaking up, but volume, what do you see the volume? Is it increasing or decreasing? It's increasing, isn't it? One thing great about it, we have a low volume test here, which is 275, followed by another volume of 838. Now this one, we don't want to be too high of a volume. Okay, good. Guess what? The green hit zone is here. All right, that's what's the whole point of the green hit zone. Now you have the backing of the green hit zone. Let me go back and try to retrieve the notes I've taken just now, which is under, this is going to be a challenge, try to navigate my picture here, under save picture, I think. Is it camera roll? Or is it save picture? One of these I screenshot here. This was 10 a.m. 17. Must be this one here. Oh, okay, this is the one, okay? This was the one I took the picture just now. We got SOT, okay, we got that right. So we done the SOT, and what will we have next? We did the SOT, then going back to the picture again. Can't bring everything. Then we got the lower cluster of closers. Did we see any cluster of closers? And then the green hit zone. Okay, look for strength to the left hand and where to go long. All right. Just going back to here again. We look on the left-hand side. Were there any cluster closes? Not really. Not the kind of cluster closes which we talked about yesterday, which I'm going to show you here on this chart. This one here. We don't get this kind of nice cluster of closes. I've seen this a lot on stocks, but to really get it on futures, unless that market maybe on a 5-minute chart or on a 10-minute chart, but on 1-minute chart maybe difficult. It's very fast now, as you can see now. This is trading on a 1-minute chart, so we have a nice one. So I do expect some pullback here, pullback over here, and again going back to what we taught yesterday. Where do we take profit? Okay, where do we take profit? Okay, now this is nice. It's moving up. You got volume. The pullback. There's this volume here on the downside. Now you notice, right? This is a black bar. Okay, a black volume bar, so which means the market is actually what? Going down, isn't it? Right? This is down. Now you see here, it opened what price? Open at 26,082, closes at 26,070. But notice the volume. The volume is low, 500. So next bar, we want to see this bar takes out this high and start to go higher and higher. This is a very nice classic move going up in here. Okay, now we're going to go on to talk about where to take profits. Okay, remember we just talked about that yesterday. I just need to write this up. Okay. Okay, so let's. Oh, I got some space to write here. Okay, where to take profit, okay, and what to watch for. Oh, nice one. You see a line change in here. So we are in the money, right? We in the money, you know, you can sing a song like that too. Okay, so where to take profit. So what we want to look for is going up. Now going back to, I'm just going to share with you where, remember the notes that I shared with you yesterday, right? Where do we take profits? Okay, this thing move fast, move very fast. Shortening of the class. Okay, here. Remember this one? Where to take the profit. This is my exit strategy. Now, if you're going up, what we want to look for here, let me just put this up again, right? Put this, okay. They don't today. Okay, so let me just bring up my laser pointer. So the market is going up, right? To exit, we will look for a buying climax, okay, where we see a climatic volume. So unfortunately, just now we only able to do one out of one. We couldn't do one third, and one third. Okay, in hindsight, we can go in and actually take a look whether we can do one third and one third or not. Okay, so on hindsight, we will do that. Then we're looking for buying climax. We want to see some really huge volume coming in the buying climax. That will be typically where we exit first. Okay, and then we see upthrust. Now we already got upthrust now coming in already. Now we just want to make sure this upthrust can. Why do I always get calls right now? Okay. Okay, I got calls. It's Cheryl. Okay, so we got upthrust here, and the market breaks out. Okay. Okay, let me just get this thing here. We got an upthrust. We want to see buying climax. Now the volume, let's go back and check the volume, okay? Let's go back and check the volume first. And do we see any climatic volume? Now, how do you know the climatic volume? We go back to the last high that you see here. Look, this one was 1008. This one was 1003. Okay, this one is 864. Still okay, We haven't seen the climatic. So the climatic has to be around the 1300 mark. We haven't seen that yet, right? So let's see how it goes. But we also see that this is still okay, right? Very nicely done. Now also we can take profit. Let me just bring this back. Okay, here we are. And okay, first thing we want to do is to. Okay, let me just bring this pen here. Okay, we look for buying climax. Now, one thing about this, because we are trading in a very short time frame, we don't have a chance to listen to all the news. Okay, so sometimes the professional people, I do know in the big broker houses, they have a TV on top of their head or opposite the wall. So as they trade, they see this, right? So when the news are good or bad, they will react to it, and that's how normally when we trader which like to trade, you do. But normally I don't do that. I just look at the chart, so I'm more focused on the chart part than anything else. So I look for buying climax. Then secondly, right, I look for what? Okay, I look for SOW, okay, which is like upthrust. Okay, I'll be very careful about this upthrust now as it goes higher in here. Now, one thing good about it, you can see, we have a, hopefully this one we want to see it going like this. This one, there you go, okay, like this. So going up like that, where the volume here is increasing and then going down, but this is good. You see, this is a down bar, right? But the volume is what? Low volume, isn't it? That tells you that this market is still continuing to push up the bullish volume. That's what we want to see. We don't want to see one that break down with very huge volume here, and that's danger. So up bar, okay, volume higher, down bar, volume. So right now, what we're going to be, okay, let me just erase this. Okay, what we're going to likely to see here, okay, is market. If I believe this volume will taper off. If the volume tapered off, then you see this one going to move sideways, and move sideways. So the thing moves sideways. So move sideways is still okay. We're waiting for the next breakup. But to ensure that this thing continues to go up like this, we want to see a spring. So we want to see a spring here. Okay, we want to see a spring. Where is our stop loss? Just now we enter here, right? We can move our stop loss right here. Okay, now we'll move our stop loss here. Okay. So if I move my stop loss, I'm just going to do the sensible thing, which is this one here. I don't know why I always get this thing. I just need to delete this. Okay. And I'll put my stop loss here. Okay, I'll put that as a red color. Okay, and I'll bring this thing back. Okay. Okay. Now you got to be careful now, because why? The down part, the volume here is very high. This down part volume here is high. You notice that? Okay. Down part, this volume is high, so we have to be careful now. All right. But we are looking for a spring. Okay. Hopefully we do see a spring. And so very important, if we see another down bar here, where the volume is high, that's not too good. But if this one, oh, it holds, okay, it holds, and guess what? This is actually a support, right? The support area at 2607. We enter about 777. Now we were in the money, and then the market moved back up, so it's going through this. All right. Oh, we got a test here. All right. So you have to be very patient. Okay, we're just waiting for this trade to pans out here. Okay, waiting for here, and hopefully we see this another leg up. So we have to do what? We have to protect our profit, isn't it? As the market goes higher, isn't it? So the ATR stop loss is here. All right. So, but however, because when we're trading the futures, we don't want to give back too much too. So we want to move our stops. Okay. We'll just still keep it here. Okay. Which is about 37. We went in at 76. Okay, 37. We're still keeping it, right? So okay, good. This volume here is low. Okay, you notice that this is the down bar, volume is low, so that's good. We want that's do mean the, but at the same time you can see this. This is a up bar, right? This is an up bar, but the volume is low, which means they're sort of like fighting in. And remember, we said that this is trying to form a cluster of closes in, so the volume is low. As long as we retain, let me just see what's the volume here. Here the volume here is 243, 230, 300. That's very good. Okay, that's very good. We keep it that way. Okay, good. Now we're seeing some volume to come back. All right. Okay, good. That volume now is 340. So it's testing, and we want to see this thing goes up. All right. But we were looking for spring. There were no springs. Okay. And you see, this is a good one. You can see up bar now. So we have a bullish volume. Market goes up on up bars on increasing volume. It came down here. You can see volume decreases. Now goes up bar. We hope this thing will try to have a close higher too. Now you notice the old upthrust here is 26107. 26107, which is this bar here, and this one is 26093. Okay, so we just have to wait. So we just have to keep with the trend, okay? Keep with the trend. Now, the thing that you want to watch out for, when the market pull back, okay, let me just write this down again. I'll try to erase this. So if you want to take a picture, please do so. So I'm just going to keep the notes clean here, okay? Okay, that's some, just going to erase this, and I'll put number 3. Number 3 here. So we're looking for bullish volume. Okay. When remember we talked about this yesterday, when the market okay, up bar on increasing in volume increasing, okay, and down bar on volume decrease. Okay, that's good, right? So again, if this thing were to go higher, we want to see what volume coming in is. Hey, look at that. It's coming, right? Coming here. See that? Right, that volume is coming. So this one is volume is coming good. It's going up. It's going up. Unfortunately, today I don't have a chance to show you stock, but we will do that. But we just wait for this trade to sort of complete itself, or you want to come back to it. Okay. What we're going to do is that perhaps now what we want to do, rather than I will move my stop loss. Okay. If you really don't want to look into it, I'll move my stop loss here. Okay, just somewhere around here, 62 or 63, and let me play with it. We want to see volume coming in, and right now, we'll just wait for the market to come back to it. But let me just take a picture of this one, okay? And then we're going to look for some stocks, and we're going to come back, all right? So once the market is already in a nice trade like we see in here, we just let it be, okay? But one thing good about futures, as I said before, you can see a lot of the price and volume action. What we teach yesterday is all in here. I know yesterday I taught you guys a lot of things, but today you can see how I'm putting it up into it. And the notes that I kept on the right side, you can see this is how I look for. Oh, volume coming in. Oh, it's very nice, right? Cantik, right? So remember, we want to see a volume above 1,100, which is happening now. What is this volume? 961, not yet. Climatic is what volume? Remember? 1,300 in 1 second, right? Now that's a lot actually in 1 minute. You look at KLCI futures, one day only 5,000 contracts. That's you talking about 6 hours, which I'm going to show you now. All right. So I'm just going to keep this here. I'm going to move it out to here. Now this is the FKI futures, which I'm going to turn off the thing. Oh, look at that nice one. We'll come back to one later. Okay. We are in the money. Okay, we want to have climatic volume. So if you see the climatic volume, maybe someone keep an eye on the climatic volume. This is a nice one, right? So we are already 76, 136. Okay, we took out the uptrust, very nicely done, right? And we are on 178. Okay, let's look at FKLI futures now. This is a daily chart. I'm just going to blow it up. And this one, no, this is crude palm oil. Oh, today is the 27th because it is a rollover day. All right, this is a 5-minute chart. They already opened too. Gaps up. Very hard to trade when it gaps up. Okay, but you can see the FKL on a 5-minute chart. It was up all the way, right? So futures allows you to long or short, that kind of thing. I don't see any trade here. There's no setup, so we have to wait for another half an hour for this thing to pan out. Okay. So this one easier, Hang Seng, I showed you all, right? Sorry, right? Today we're very lucky to be frank with you. The market moved back up in here. So we started the trade just down somewhere 76, isn't it? Oh, my markings are okay. I have to go back and turn on all my markings again. Yeah, it's still here. Okay. So what we do is, as the market goes up, we just move our stop loss to here, I think. Move it to somewhere around here. Okay. And at one point in time, if the market, when do we take profit for this trade? Remember? When? Climatic action, uptrust, or we see shortening of the trust to the upside. Remember? Goes up like this. Long trust, short trust. Long trust, short trust. Long trust, short trust. So the time you can see game is almost over. So that's why we talk about the Wyckoff method, the SOT, upside and downside, the setup. And that's very good. So you keep that in habit and you make it second nature to you, then you can feel it. So I can tell you, mini Hang Seng, this is the large Hang Seng. 1 point is 50 ringgit. So you can see we are in about 76. Okay, we are into about 80. This one is about 50, 70 point, 3,500 Hong Kong dollars, about 2,000, 1,800 ringgit. Singapore, you have to convert it. For how long? We were in here. I think we got in here somewhere here, right? That's 10:20, 20 minutes only. Okay. Now you got to remember now, right? You have to be very careful now. We did see this climatic volume here. 1.3. We got it at 1.3, 1,300. So which is the old high. So you can actually take profit if you want to. Okay, 1.3. The market now was going to move sideways. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to move this stop loss closer and closer up to here. Why? Because we saw this climatic volume. Why the market already is going to move sideways? Now market will move sideways. Okay. As it goes up, look for uptrust. Okay. Look for uptrust. Look for no demand bars. Okay. Look for uptrust here. Let me see this one. This one is still okay. Yeah, it's still alright. Move it up here. Okay. Let's just play with it. I'm going to move on to the FKLI. All right. So that one trade is on the way. We're going to hide all the drawings here. Okay. Oh, when you hide the drawings, you hide everything. So we switch on to 5-minute chart for FKLI. Okay, there we go. So FKLI also okay. See, this was the climatic bar, the thing that's moved. So you have this one here. This one you can see, right now volume very low, isn't it? It's forming a cluster of closes, isn't it? Like what we said. So again, going back. Now remember the notes that I gave you, the last final part, the Wyckoff intraday trading. That's the one that's very powerful. You can see the concept we talk about cluster of closes. That's sort of let it hold sideways. Yeah, uptrust is forming now on the Hang Seng in there. So you can take profit if you want to, right? Let's go back to this one here. Right. Okay, see upthrust here. Never mind, we move our what did we do? We move the stop loss higher some more, okay? Higher, just below here. Okay, just below here. Right? So once you see this upthrust, all right, and 143. Okay, 143. Okay, let's finish this show lah. Let's conclude this trade. Right? The reason why I move it up because I see this climatic volume. The market is almost sort of want to stop itself. Right? It's gonna boom hit my stop loss razor. Okay. Right. But remember the trend heat wave is still up. It's just that sometimes you have a nice profit along the way. It's probably good to just take it and you feel good too. All right. This is what we talk about. Oh, it's still holding there, 153. What do you all think? Should I take profit or not? Right? Okay. Can't see video. Okay. Not yet lah. We just put our trailing stop loss there lah. Okay. And let me just cycle this up a bit. Okay. Okay. And let's see. Sometimes trading is like that. You just want to either go with the flow. Okay, I'll just go with the flow anyway. You had a nice pullback here, and you got a down cut. There's no follow trend through here. Okay. Just leave it for time. We'll just leave a stop loss there at trailing stop loss at 126143. Remember yesterday? I hope you all remember these notes. I know some of you may not pay attention. Where we move our stop loss. Okay. This is the part where this is the part. Now, if the market go higher, this is the ATR stop loss, right? Remember this ATR stop loss? We move our initial stops higher and higher. That's what we do. Okay. And so we move our stop loss higher and higher. As it go up, we move some more, move some more, move some more. Who knows? We captured a nice chunk of the profit. Okay. Okay. Let's see if we can do a trade here for FKLI. Now, this market looks pretty much here. I'm not going to say anything much rather than this. We have to wait for some reaction in here. All right, remember yesterday, this one here. Let me just bring this up. Okay, I have to erase that. Okay, this action. Okay, every junction here you'll see very high volume, very high volume. We had just had one here. So the market here, and then it gone up. Okay, now moving here, we have to see some sort of volume coming in. If we haven't, then it goes up. Okay. All right, let's go back to here. Only Hang Seng has a trade. Okay. Now we see this. We got two upthrusts already, isn't it? Right? Volume's a bit. Okay, let me just bring this up again. We got two upthrusts already here, and the market's moving sideways. Right? And we put it around here. Okay, what is this? 144. All right, have we stopped out yet? Not yet. 144. Okay. 144. Okay, and it's coming down. Testing. 144. Yeah, this is all. Okay, yeah, we're gonna be out soon. 143. This one is low, is 145. Okay, let's see. Okay. Let's post this thing up. Okay. One low 145, yeah, 143. Okay. Ooh, look at that one. So it's trying to going down. It has some sort of support at 143, you notice, huh? 143, 144, fighting and fighting, Okay, we'll just wait for it. You can see the 1 minute chart, the real time, going up and going down, going up. Oh, it's a test bar. Okay, now test bar, it's good. If we break through the 143, it's a failed test. Okay, but the problem with this method is that sometimes they do hit it when you put your close to. Oh, I think we are out. That's right, we are already out. So we got out here. Yeah, we got stop out. Let me look at this low. Yeah, 142, 143. Yeah, we got stop out. Okay, so we got out here. So they just let me just type this out here. The long, okay, at I think was 226. 076. Okay, then we exit at 26142. Okay, that is how many one? 60, 66. 26142 minus 26076. Profit is how many one? No, you just put 142 minus 76. 66. 60, yeah, that's right, with 66 points. Okay, this is no English times. Hang Seng is Hong Kong dollar, is 50. It is 66 times 50 is how many Hong Kong dollar? 3,300. 300 in, how long did we do the trade for? 10:20, right? 25 minutes, that's right. Okay, in 25 minutes. Okay, so normally, if I make a good trade, right, for Hang Seng, I'll just stop trading for the day. It's enough for the day. Okay, it's enough for the day. You see the market also break down here. Okay, so 25 minutes. It's good that we take the trip and then we come back when just before the market close, 3:30 to 4 o'clock. Now, Hang Seng trading is something I will teach you guys later on. So I'm still doing some back testing. This is just one of the trades that I normally would do. You can see how we do the 3,003, which is not too bad in Malaysian ringgit. How much is Malaysian ringgit does that? Of course, you minus off the cost here. I believe is somewhere between 100 Hong Kong dollar for the cost. Okay, that will be 1,000. Okay, 1,700. But then again, you need a big amount to trade this. So what we really recommend you to do is, follow us on more of our futures trading, which I intend to do, and I'll post some video out there, just like how we normally do this, and then you can follow it. As you can see, now if you go, okay, we'll just keep this one here. That's not too bad. You go on to, you do the Hang Seng, you do the FKLI, you do the CPO. You can see, if you look at FKLI 5 minutes charts, there's not much movement in there. Right. Now, one of the things a Malaysian can do, our friend, is you go to, if you don't want to trade that one, you can actually trade the, what was that one? The product, core product, structure product. Now, if you want to go long, this is what you want to trade. HCI, let me click this one here. This is the code. You can also key that in, right? I'm just going to take this one out. I'll probably just remove this 2 first. I'll stick it to 2. Okay, and then key that in. This is the long. There is what we call long product structure, and we have the short product structure. Long product structure, we call it call, and the short, when we short the market, we sell first. We call it put. So this is the Hang Seng long. You can see it's quite a bit of value, but you notice this 5 minute chart and this 1 minute chart, it's really different a lot. So I switch on the 1 minute chart. You can see this is where the market makers will come in. So you switch on to the 5 minute chart here. You'll notice this market is still going up because it is a long. So if you want to short, right, then you have to trade this one here, right? This is the HSI H40, and the code is this one here. Let me just get that one. If you want to short, so short, you make money with this one, 065104. Let me just bring back to here. Now, sometimes you say, oh, we got stop out, the market go higher. It happened, it's okay, no problem. Take out the after. Can you go back in again? Yes, you can, no problem one. As I said, as long as you learn the principle, right, the market is going to be there. See, the concept I always say, well, it's like a grab car. Every time when you want to make some extra money or you want to make some pocket money, you can always come in and trade. Now, the trading time is always between the market opening 9:30 or so, which is today about 10 o'clock. And about to 11:30, that's where you have the huge volume of trades coming in here. All right, so that's it. But again, if you look in from here, there was one climatic volume here. The market breakup, a volume not so low, so it's good. You can see the pullback volume here is low, another volume go up to here. Okay. Now let's go back to this 5-minute thing, which we talked about. It's, if you look, there is still volume here. You can see 10:30. Let me just push this down. Okay, to the panel below, and I'll turn that one on. You can see this one here. You got look at that, 500,000 on 27 shares. So no problem. Now this one is also good because in TradingView you can actually switch on to the DOM. Where you can see that this is the contract. I've checked the other day, and this is the bid ask. They follow exactly the same as what you get on your terminal too. And the same goes for this one. If you switch this one on here, you can see the bid ask. 2618, and this one really fighting. Let's push it down. Here you go. Okay, 2619, 260. You can see all this are going real time, and it continued to go up. 2816 go up and up and up and up and up. Okay, so this is the one that you will continue to go up. You can see market go up very fast. This one you switch on to the DOM. You can sell 1K and you buy 1K if you have the futures trading account. Okay, futures trading account, and just open trading in here. So let me just turn this one back off. Okay. So right now this is, if you notice, C is call to go long, right? So the market's going up. So this one is just going to move up steadily. And now the key thing here you want to look for, market open at 9 o'clock. Okay, Zach, I need you to help me. You see the range here that we have, 28.5 cents minus 25.5 cents. What is the percentage? Because some of these stocks, when we trade the product structure, we want to trade on a daily basis, which means you'll close the trade, so you don't have to worry overnight. Either you long or you short, right? Let's look at it. 28.5 minus 25.5. That's about 3 cents divided by 28.5. 10%. So you can see, 10%. Or the other way better, you can just switch this to a percentage sign, so you can see this range here. Can you see that? Okay. You can see this percentage rate, 8% to 4% here. So it's about 12, but plus minus here, right? And just move it here. You can see this one here is a nice range here. So if you don't want to trade the long Hang Seng or the mini Hang Seng, then go to your call Hang Seng program. But of course, we do recommend you to test it out a bit on the strategy. You can see here, normally I'll just go down to you can go to martintfwong.com/dashboard, okay? And then you can look at these charts that you have, right? And C is call, means you want to go long. And then you have H is put, right? So right now we want to go for the largest volume here, which is the H40. And if you go back to this one, this is the older one. So this is just a quick short introduction how you want to trade the two time chart, but not going overseas and just trading the Malaysian market too. And it's quite liquid, I have to say, quite liquid too, trading this one here. So what you do is that you don't use this chart, you use the Hang Seng future charts to trade it, and they go accordingly. So this market coming down, you can see this will probably be flattened. Now let's take an example here. This is a 5-minute chart. I'll go on to the 5-minute chart at the point where the lowest was 10 o'clock. Right, so you can see here 10 o'clock, 10:05, 10:04, 10:05. Yeah, let me switch to the 5-minute chart here. Okay, 10:05. There you go. This is the point, 10 to 10:05. That was the lowest point. And then when the market goes up, right here you can see 10:05. Okay, to right now. Okay, Zach, 2 cents divided by 25.5. So we are taking the difference from, okay, it's very easy. So I think I can do this here. 25.5. Yeah, this move was a 7.8% move, and it's only 20 minutes. That's is the other alternative to trade this, is to trade this. But on the 5-minute chart, you could see, let me take this down. This is a nice label too. Okay, right. Let me just, okay. All right, you can see this one here. So you can see on the 5-minute chart, this thing starts still turning up. Okay, 5-minute chart still turning up, but when we trade the 1-minute chart, it is different. See, it's still green, still green. The hit zone is still green, right? And we got, and oh, look at that, this volume here. And this volume was the most high. As you go up, you will notice, this is where, okay, now I'm going to teach the next principle, which is the shortening of the thrust to the upside. Remember, shortening of the thrust to the upside, what's going to happen here, right? So shortening to the upside, you're going to get, so we really sort of know where the market's going to turn. Okay, where's my upside? Yeah, this one here. Okay, so this shortening of the thrust side is beginning to think in wave. This is what Wyckoff said, in wave. As the thrust go higher, next one will be shorter. Next one will be shorter. So those are what we call alarm or signaling to you that, hey, cannot go long anymore. Think to what? Think to short, right? Remember we did the shortening of the thrust to the downside. Now we think shortening of the thrust to the upside. So here is this part here. So we're going to go through. Okay, now here is where we want to be able to draw this. So let me just get my pen here and start drawing them. Okay, I get my pen here. So the first one we got here. See this? Go here, right? Then we draw here, we draw here, and we draw here. Okay, we got the first one. So you can see this length here. See this? And then get smaller, can get smaller. So you see that this is it's a huge thrust. You can see this A here, this is the B here, this is the C here, A, B, C. Okay, so you can see of a long thrust, a shorter thrust, and even shorter. So what that tells you, the market is going to what? It's going to turn. All right, and we look for, again, just like the yin and the yang, right? We look for climatic volume, isn't it? If you can see one great climatic volume, will be great. But sometimes they don't come, but you do see this one here, right? And what's that volume here? Okay, 1K. Oh, 1K. This was 1.3. Okay, almost 1.3 is 1K. What do you think? Do you think the market's going to turn? Right. No indicator in the world is going to help you if you learn the Wyckoff intraday trading. Okay. So now we want to turn to the short side. Okay, we're going to come back to this when the trade sort of set up and the market starts to turn. What we want to look for? Okay, we want to look for upthrust. We want to look for what we call bearish volume. Correct? Bearish volume. What does bearish volume means? The market is going higher on up bar but decreasing volume. Down bar on increasing volume. Okay, so we look for down bar on increasing volume. So let's look for down bar on increasing volume. So this is a down bar, right? The volume is increasing or not? Not so much. This is decreasing, but this next bar we want to watch out for it. Watch out for it. So now it's not going to play itself. Let me just delete this off. So it's going to do this, probably goes up, okay, and then it's going to go this way, okay, and then roll over. Now remember the next thing we taught you, think in wave, right? Which is the shell diver, okay, tragedy. Okay, remember the shell diver tragedy, which I'm going to repeat that. I really enjoy this, when I'm able to teach you guys, and it's actually happening in the market, which is really good. Okay, the shell diver tragedy. Let me just close this again. Oh, look at that! It's breaking, but the volume here, right? Is it high or low? It's getting high here. Okay, we want to see one huge one. And if this thing turns to an upthrust, which it will, this is 59.24 seconds. Okay, look at that. Volume, very high, very, very high. Okay, we want to see this. Maybe it's still going up in an uptrend. Okay, who knows? But this thing, be careful, shortening of the thrust. Right? It's quite dangerous to actually go long here. Right? We got most of it here, right? You notice here? Okay, now this one, if you see this current bar turn to upthrust, which normally you do 48 seconds, 49, another 10 more seconds, very few. Oh, look at that, upthrust. Oh, Sudah Mali, oh. See, upthrust, right? Coming, very dangerous, oh, see, upthrust again. Now, how would I know that? Isn't it? You will see that volume is huge, right? And that volume coming, so that tells you weakness are coming in. So as I describe this to you, you can see why the Wyckoff is really. Now this one up bar, look at the volume. Just don't ignore it. You see, all people orang punya 骗人 one, you say in Mandarin. See all this upthrust, think to go short. Okay, let's go back to the notes. Shell diver tragedy. Okay, Shell driver tragedy is this one here. Now this is where we talk about yesterday, when the market turned over this side, okay? When the market start to turn already, you'll see long bar, where the downtrend get longer, but the uptrend here roll over. Now we're seeing the rollover, like the Shell diver tragedy. What's the Shell diver tragedy story about? This diver went in, and for the first few dive, it goes in, it collects the shell, you still have breath, right? It swim back up to the surface and deposit the shell for pearls or what, and it goes back in. Okay, so as it goes deeper and deeper and carrying more and more shell, it has less air to come out with, and that's what the market is doing. As it has less air to go higher and higher, the weight, or in this case, the weight of the market is bearing down onto the market. So that's why we see upthrust coming in, and this is actually a good area to short. Okay, let's try and short this now. All right. Now again, we are being very quick. So this is the upthrust. Okay, so we're going to short. Actually, now also can short it. If you ask me, no need to wait anymore, because but we want to see if volume comes in again. The volume is not going to come now. It's going to come in a bit later. We got an upthrust, and then the market turned back down here. Right, this is not too bad. They're being very early here. So again, we want to see before the shorting. I want to see a bit of what we call low volume distribution. Low volume distribution in here. It's going to move sideways now. Okay, 271 now, if I can describe, it will move sideways on low volume distribution. That tells you, am I telepathic to read the market? No, it's not, because of Wyckoff. Okay, telepathic. Okay, now we want to see a bit of low volume. When low volume here, let's look at some of the old low volume here around 230, less than 300 in 1 minute. Okay, 1102. Okay, 1102 here. Okay, this one will finish in 30 more seconds. All right, 30 more seconds here. And we want to see some low volume, maybe around 200. Okay. So we just have to wait for this next 2 or 3 minutes. And one thing great about trading the 1 minute chart, it's a time frame that it's very shortened up, but you need to do a lot of practice. Okay, this one here now, oh, it's already 230. Right, coming back. Okay, we'll just have to wait for it now, as the market is. Okay, this one, no to the downside. As a matter of fact, it pulled back up. All right. Okay, let's expand this. Okay, see this. Okay, now on the downside, see one bar push up. Look at this volume here. This one was 348, and then immediately it turned back down. So that means there is a lot of resistance to the upside. There's a lot of resistance to the upside. Now, if you look down to here, this upthrust is very similar to here, isn't it? Right, the yin and the yang, remember? Okay, this upthrust here is very similar to here. You got this one already, so you're going to get one bar like this one. Okay, this thing is going to coming down, coming down, coming down. And the next trade, 2608 over here, right? Oh, we're supposed to look for some other stocks first, right? We got this shortening on the trust, very nice. Let me just draw again the shortening of the trust, SOT. Let me just remove this, and we're going to look for the next thing we're going to expect. Okay, a Shell driver tragedy is the long downtrend. The long downtrend, which is going to come. Okay, let me just get the pen here. Long downtrend. Right, very nicely done. You know why? Because you got a nice uptrend here, right? You got the shortening of the trust to the upside here. See this? Look at this old high here, right? And a new high. Very small trust. You see that? Very small trust for me. Okay, and there you go. This thing's going to come soon. All right. Okay. If let's say we want to short, but I want to short back at 180 here. Okay, 180. Probably I want to see another upthrust. Okay, then I will short. Another upthrust, I will short. Okay, another upthrust, then I will short. This one volume, this one is looking to make upthrust, right? Look at this one. We got 26 seconds more. Okay, 2880. Tell you this one is going to cost you make upthrust on this one. Show one is on tipu orang punya. Okay, you can see 1 minute ticking, right? See, I told you, right? Tipu orang punya ini. Okay, once you make an upthrust, then the market's going to roll over. Okay, the long downtrend. Remember, we talked about the shorting on the past. They're going to make okay, is it one? Yeah, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. Poof, up. All right, there you go. Okay. Now this one here, the signal did not give an upthrust because they're looking at this range over here, but our eyeball able to do so. Okay, this is our eyeball able to do so. So we can actually short here. Okay, if you short here, let's say we short at 270. Okay, so let me just draw that one. Okay, 270. We short here. Okay. Now, where do we put our stop loss? All right, where do you put our stop loss? Okay, we put our stop loss. Probably the first one we'll put too far back. Okay, back. So we just use the green color here. Okay, so once the market break down, which you will, in my opinion, what is another upthrust? So the market's going to go, and you have one long bar breakthrough here, and then it's going to pull back. Okay, so we're waiting for that long downtrend coming down. Okay, long downtrend coming down. Okay. But having said that, if the market were to range through here, we don't see this climatic action, then the market may turn back up. Okay, the market may turn back. So we have to be very careful. We are assuming it's going to make a long wave downtrend. Okay, but we have to be very careful here. Okay, let me just erase this. Okay. So let's see this next bar here. We're still trading the Hang Seng. I was going to look for other trades, but never mind. We put our stop loss here. We'll come back to it looking at it later. Okay. So next we want to do is look at trades to trade today. Okay. I couldn't find anything on Malaysia. So for Malaysia, I will look at Bumi Amanda. Okay, AMRD. Okay, Bumi Amanda. So I'll just use this one here. Okay. Yeah. What's the question? Stocks for what I've just showed. Stocks don't exhibit the kind of behavior. The question is, can you apply on stocks? Now we have to look for one that is very active on stocks. Unfortunately, a lot of things that we find on stocks currently, you have to wait day by day by day. I was trying to look for those who have heavy volume. That's what we're trying to do. So I'll look for Bumi Amanda first. You have to search for it. That's the thing. And sometimes you don't get it. That's why a lot of the traders, they also end up going into futures. Okay, this one I'll switch to a daily chart. Okay, you don't get it too. Look, you look at this one here. This is Bumi Amanda. But if you want to look back, it's going to be somewhere up here. You see that? That was in 2008. The thing with stock, you have to wait for it. So you have to look at the stock over a longer period, like a daily or a monthly time frame for that part. All right. So you can see here, markets. It's going up, okay, on volumes very low here. Now it's trying to build a nice base here. Okay, it's still building up. Okay, you have to be very careful here because the market is turning up volume here. Right? It took out here. There's some sort of support here. We have wait for this. This one will take some time if you're going to see an upthrust or not. Right? So Bumi Amanda right now. Okay, we're seeing here. You can see this is we got heavy volume, but there's nothing much. Okay, let's take a look at the. I'm trying to teach you. Let's look if you can see any of this on the hourly chart. Okay. Okay. No, none. I can't see anything on the hourly chart too. It's very hard to find these. Okay. Okay. What else? You got Bumi Amanda. You have to look for that. Okay. KTT. I'm just looking for those who have volume. Let me see the dashboard here. Today is Sapura. Anything else? KNN. Or maybe look at VS. Okay, let's look at VS. Okay, let's look at VS. Oh, look at that. It's really fighting. You see, even this is a down bar, but it couldn't go lower. It's trying to push up now. This is important. If we go too quick on low volume here, which is 10 seconds, then the market might turn back up. This one currently is still fighting. Okay. Now, what we want to do here is looking for the lower high and the lower low. Remember, right? Going back to here again, I want to talk about here is we have the trend is downtrend. Okay, is what? Lower high and lower low, correct? Lower high and lower low. So here, so far we have, we got this here, we got this point, and we got this one. So the market has to go lower than here. Right now, it's sort of like, nor here nor there. But if the market goes lower here, and the next one will be here, then we are definitely in a downtrend. Lower high, see that? Here high, and this high, right? And lower low. So the next few bars, it has to be down here. If the next few bar, I don't see that, then this short trade is not materializing. It's going to push up because why? It is forming some sort of cluster process. We have to be very careful, so we just sort of break even and exit first. We want to see that happening. The next 1 or 2 bars in here. Now going back to Bumi Amanda, we want to see those exhibiting, but we don't see that. That's not as distinguished as we can see. Maybe on the daily chart, but on the hourly chart, we don't see that one. Now what I'm going to do for this one here, I want to, so we just have to wait the most maybe 3 or 4 minutes, then we'll decide on this trade. Okay, and we want this market to break down. Okay, so you got this good one. You see this bar, the high is 173, this high is high is 192, 193, 192, so 1 bar lower. It's just going to be fighting and fighting, and this one going down, no volume also, right? So we want to see lower low. Now you notice this low here is 167. It has to break that 167. 167, then the market will fall by itself, then the market will come all the way down, right? So let's look at VS here. VS industry. VS industry, VS industry is V.S. Oh yeah, look at that. See, sometimes we get, break it down. Okay, so you can see here, the low here is, what's the low? 167. The low here is 163. So it's okay there. So we're going on the nice downtrend. So what you do once the market make this, you quickly take your stop loss and you move it down. You can do that first. Okay, take this and move it maybe just somewhere around here. Just somewhere around. If the market break lower, we're going to do that. So right now we are expecting the market to have a long downtrend. A long downtrend, what does that mean? It means what? The rollover. We've done sort of a beginning of the rollover, isn't it? All right. Now, next thing, this thing is going to turn red very soon. The red heat zone. It's going to turn red heat zone. Right. So we are waiting for that rollover in here. This volume is good on the downtrend. Let me just switch it down again. But the principle of volume spread analysis, I can really explain on the future chart. Very nicely done here. You can see, what is this volume? 500 over. Very nice, right? 500 over. This one, volume have to be bigger. Now, this is now 55, 56, okay, 57. It's going to slightly pull back a bit more. Oh, there you go. You have already, but you just said, right, we wait for the red hit zone to come out. Now, the red hit zone is already out. And let's see how far this thing is going to go. So we're on the right track now, okay? We're on the right track now. Still going back to this one. So this one we are okay. So once you see a red track, I will move my stop loss just above here now, over the next pivot high here. Okay, because this one make down. So this one will try to make another what? Lower high, right? Lower high. Remember downtrend, lower high. Just how I said the market's going to go lower here. There was a pivot low, and another one's going to make back somewhere around here. So that's what we're trying to do. Whole point about trading the Wyckoff is able to anticipate. If you can anticipate the move doing what you're doing, I tell you can make money. Am I right? Just like what I've just showed you. The first trade went up, then the rollover, the SOT to the upside, the Shell Diver tragedy rolling down, and we expect a long downtrend breakdown. Okay, we'll come back to this one. Let's go back to VS here. Okay, VS industry here. Oh, VS today breakdown also. Oh, hello, what happened to VS? That's the thing with a lot of the stock right here. You notice it moves sideways and then break down. I think they miss an earnings, must be. A lot of stocks miss earnings. right? It was around 160 or something. Climatic volume, what does that tell you? The market's just going to move sideways. Is it time to buy? If you can have the time to hold for a long time, you know, it will move for some time before you can do that, right? Okay, now again, you can look at this Hang Seng now. You can see it's trying to form an upthrust. Here we just, yeah, it's gonna, what's the time now? Just look here again. You can see 51, 52, 53. Okay, it's gonna close lower. I can tell you that. 56, 57, right? 58, 59. Oh, it's an upthrust. Okay, so upthrust, it forms another pivot. All right, it forms another pivot here, right? So meaning will be lower high and lower low. So we're expecting this market to go down some more. But the volume, remember, for the trend to change, we have to have one big volume here, which is above at least 800. We have to go, boom, 800. 800 here, okay? So 800 volume has to be, let me get my pen here to draw it again. Okay, so we are up here like this, right, just now? So we are up here. Okay, we want to see this volume here, right? Somewhere we have one somewhere around here, so we want to see one volume coming. Okay, one volume to big one here. Break here, then very nice. We're just waiting for that one. Okay. On stocks, you can see you probably have to wait for. In this case, let's talk about VS. Okay, let me just close it down. If you talk about VS, then that's a bit of waiting, perhaps 2 or 3 months, because you got to wait for 20, 30 bars to form first. And sometimes that takes some time too, right? Okay, we saw this one already. What's this volume here? Okay, we just move our thing and see 458. And the market now breaks down here. Okay, we haven't talked about where to take profit, isn't it? Correct, no? So where to take profit? We look for climatic action. That's right. We look for climatic action. Yeah, coming. Yeah, this one. Better have the volume now. But then again, you remember, if there is no volume yet, right, means the market's not going to turn, means it's still going to go downwards, correct? Now, we don't have that huge volume coming in here. So this market will continue, remember I said, a long, slow, grinding downtrend, okay? It's a long, slow grinding downtrend. You just have to wait until you see that climatic action, you take your profit and run, all right? So this one is VS, nothing much today. Okay, let's go and look for something to trade. There's nothing much to trade actually. What else we have? Any big gainer today? So that's the whole point. We're looking for things to trade. Okay, big gainer, Nestle, Petchem. For volume one, there's no volume now. How to trade? Kenju. Okay, let's look at Kenju now. Okay, Kenju also cannot. Zach told me there's nothing to trade. So let's say you want to trade just to cari makan, make a few bits in here. Definitely the FKLI and CPO, it's something you can look at. Have you seen anything on FKLI yet? Okay. So let's look at this one. So this is lower low. Okay, we're making a new lower low here. Very nice, isn't it? Lower low, isn't it? Look at that one. That's a lower low. That's a 54, right? And it's still green. No volume yet. We haven't seen any big volume. Now remember, the volume is the one that must tell you what's happening now. Okay, look for that volume. Oh, there's one. Remember, you look for Malaysian stock first. Since we're already trading the Hang Seng. Okay, lower low here, and we want to see a pivot low. This is going to be very slow, grinding down, right in here. No one wants to participate on the short side until someone initiate it and whack it. But very important, we're going to see this up bar going down. See this one? Fighting, go up, then come down. See, when the market is downtrend, this is what we talk about the bullish volume, right? Downtrend, heavy volume. See, downtrend, heavy volume, right? Downtrend, heavy volume. It's like uptrend, very light volume. Uptrend, light volume, right? So this one, you're going to see heavy volume coming in also, all right? So this one, click here again, we see 48. This one, you can see the volume, 224, 227, 233. Hit 500 at least, maybe not. 247, 258. Okay, there you go. Okay, not this one. Next one must have. Okay. I've been talking for 1.5 hours here. I'm going to take a break soon. Maybe. Can someone tell me what level to take profit? Anybody want to try this to buy back? Be shorted, right? What level want to buy back? Come on, guys. Okay, we're doing live trading here. I'll let Zach take over. Wow, anyone, please tell me what level to take profit, okay? You can open up your Hang Seng futures, just type HSI $1 sign. Yours will be 20-minute delay. Okay, I need to put in a profit target. Perhaps here, because of old resistance, we haven't seen that market action for some time. But this one, 11:30, I want to close the trade because after 11:30, there's not much, market. But we caught a good one here. Okay. Okay, sometimes if you don't want to close a trade, what we do, we move the stop loss. Okay, we move this stop, let me see, let me just close this. Our thing, okay, this time we move it up here. Okay, we move this up to the old high here. Yeah, just move it up to here. All right. Okay, yeah. FM7. Okay, let's look at FM7. Now, FM70, I've seen it, also no volume. Also, you have to trade maybe 15-minute, 30-minute chart. Okay, trade the FM17 here. I was going to get people actually to trade this one. This is not too bad. This is on the 1-hour chart. Switch to a 5-minute chart. Right, you can see ding dong here. And pathetic this one, Malaysia. So that kiao already. So the problem is, Mr. Chit, when you don't see volume, sufficient volume to the market, like you see FEM70, you only get what? Oh my God, there's only 2 or 3 volume. Then the market won't behave like what we're able to describe because the smart money that is in there. Hang Seng is definitely a big counter currency. So you got what we call, I think the closest one do have some sort of smart money kind is the FKLI and the CPO. Right, but today it's a bit strong, but I want to demonstrate that the volume that we see. Oh, that's good. Okay, we got the low. Guys, look at this one. Okay, again, what we talked about just now. Lower high. Let me just erase this. So much stuff here. Okay, lower high. Oh, breakdown, very nice, huh? Lower high and lower low. Okay, it's good. As long as I don't see this, this is a low, slow grinding down. Remember what we talked about just now? The shell diver tragedy, the market roll over, right? And it's going to sink right to the bottom. Okay, sink right to the bottom. Okay, now coming in. If it doesn't have the climatic volume above the 1,000 mark, so this does tell you that this one is going to go down some more. Okay, volume coming in, very nice. Okay, I think now we have blue, nice one, sell off in here, the highest so far today. We can move our mouse here, just up here, just to get a good estimate. What's that? 570? Is that correct? 570, 614. Okay, 614. We turn that one off again. So this one now is nice. Now, if you turn this upside down, it's very similar to here, isn't it? Right? It's here, right? And then we're going to get this one here soon. This volume is going to come in now. Because why? A lot of people shorted and shorted. But you know how we shorted, right? We did the SOT to the upside. Okay, SOT to the upside, the rolling over, and the long thing. I told you, right? Why got work? Okay, going back to FBM 70, this one here, how to trade? Very crazy, man. Okay, let's look at the FKLI. Now, FKLI on the 5-minute chart, again, this one, it does look like just sort of moving sideways. It's going to be either a bump to the upside or bump to the downside, depending on tonight, what's happening on the US FOMC meeting, where the minutes will determine whether the US interest rate will go up or go down. Now, very interesting, Mike, you can see this. Now, you can see the up bar, right? This actually does look a bit like up bar, but it is not. Because why? The volume could not, and the closing did not close up to close here, but if you try to make an effort, you can see volumes are low. So this one, we'll probably see low volume too. Okay, the breakdown, and people just doing a bit of short covering here. Right. FKLI, have to wait this one, because you don't know what's doing up here on the FKLI here. The market's just sort of grinding. You can switch on to a 15-minute chart. The reason why we switch those chart on and off is to look for some sort of patterns that we see, but here this nice, you see a bit of support here. So on the long side, can long actually this one here, we long around here, 1538. Okay, let's say we do take a long, right, and then we'll come back. Okay, I'll just put one of the long sign here. Where do we long? Okay, not one of the best long. I'll probably a long here, 59. Okay. Okay, we long here. And let's come back to it. Okay, this one now, the market has turned back up. See 2 bar up. Okay, now this one is up on a lower volume. Okay, volume is low, and let's see how this bar in. This bar, if it's going to go higher, then we have to be very careful now. Okay. Now this bar we want the bid to go down some more. Now remember, if this is going to be the what we say just now, lower high here, right? So what we want to do, let me just get this pen here, is to make sure this high is not higher than this high. So this one is going to go lower now. So this is a pivot high. You got a pivot high here, okay? Then you got a pivot high here. Okay, then you got the pivot high here, and then you got a pivot high here. So that's why we don't use any moving average at all. We just use the visual, all right? Let me just remove that. Okay, and you'll see that. Okay, so this one we're going to see this breakdown now. Okay, again, climatic volume to determine. Just now we were in the trade for how long? 25 minutes. Am I right? 25 minutes, right? This trade we are in for 11:07. Very long already, this one. Okay, what we normally do, if you can secure it, you can just move your stop loss, right, to your entry, probably just to cover the cost of it, okay? So normally what I do, I'll just move it up to here. Okay, so now my profit is very similar to my entry level. Okay, so even if it goes back up, I'm still in for profit. But the mini Hang Seng close at what time is that? 12 o'clock, right? Okay, the mini Hang Seng close at 12 o'clock. Okay, so we want, yeah, it's 12 o'clock. Yeah, 12 o'clock. So now it's 11:30. Normally 11:30 is a time that the market may not give the kind of action that much. I'll wait for one more. If this thing do break down, then I'll take some. I'll probably close the trade off. 11:30, which is more than enough. You can see the FKLI. This one we have to wait for afternoon 2-3 o'clock to give you some sort of update. Okay, good. It's breaking down now. Okay, volume. Looking for now. If you turn off the volume, let's say I turn off this volume here. How to trade? Right? If you have those forex fellas, I turn off the volume here. How to trade? Blind, no? Correct. Like this, I was describing, isn't it? No volume, how to trade? Oh, no demand. Very good. Okay. We turn back on again. We're going to see the volume. Volume must come in. The volume, if we stay below this old high volume here, which is 614, then this is a slow. Remember, I said slow grinding downtrend. Very slow one. This one. Okay. But we have to see the low. Okay, let's look at this pivot low here. 138, 26138. This one is 26136. This is 138, 136. So it's grinding a bit lower, so it's okay. Okay, grinding, no demand. So another weakness has come in. All right, another weakness has come in. This one I have to wait. Okay, if this one goes up on a up bar, so if I really want to close the trade normally, I would just move my stop loss to somewhere just above here. Okay, the old pivot high here. Okay, at one point that will be taken out. So this will be 163 lah. I went in at what price is it? 170,163. Okay, 7 points only, not much. As I said, this is a much slower. This one is 71. This will be 64, 63 lah, somewhere around there, 63 lah. Okay, this is an up bar, but must come down lower. Okay, because we don't want this to take up. Remember, we did mention lower high and lower low. It is doing lower low. Look at this. This one is 136, 26136. This one is 26138. But however, you can see it is really grinding down. All right. So once we do this, we also have to anticipate that we do our shortening drop to the downside. Remember, the downside, if this thing don't break anymore, it's going to break back up. Remember the downside, the shortening thrust of the downside. Go this way. All right. We have to remember whenever you do this, this is the one. Shortening to the, this is to the downside. Okay, it's going to turn back up anytime. This is the one. Okay, looks like it's not. Okay, I'm going to exit now because it doesn't look like it's going to grind down anymore. Okay, we'll get out at 149. Okay, 149. Get out 149. Okay, so we're just going to tally that. Okay, one more. Put in the text. Okay, I'm just okay. We shorted at 26. What was that, Isaac? What is it? 26. 26. No, the red marking there. Okay, this one is here lah. 26172. 26172, and then we long to exit or short to cover we short covering, long to cover at 26154. Okay, and that's a profit of 22 points times 50 is how much? That's Hong Kong. Sorry? 1,100 in how long? This one was a longer one. We are about 30 minutes at this one. Okay, this is about 500. Okay, 580 ringgit. Okay, so we are done. As I said before, there's already 2 trades, so I'm just going to open this up. Okay, so we've done 2 trades. Or the earlier one, I had one too, right? Yeah, it's over here. So we did 2 trades and 2 were profit. So that's why I said you continue to home into the skill that we have. Now I'm just going to take a rest because I've been talking for almost 1.5 hours already. I'll let that take care of the stock part. But what I apologize, I didn't do any stocks. I was going to do Hang Seng because I can show you there's potentially way to trade today on Hang Seng. Right? And you know why we stopped ourselves. Right? Maybe I'll just finish up this trade here. And okay, reason to exit. Okay, because we have SOT to downside becoming realistic. Okay, becoming real. Okay, becoming real. So, and then we have downtrend. Okay, what we call the what was that? Lower high and lower low is not getting lower. Okay, and then you can see why the market break out. See? So we went up. Good, isn't it? Again, you want to say want to go long, okay? Can go long again if you're not tired, but I'm tired talking for 2 hours. So that's why I say Hang Seng a lot of trade. But normally what do I do? You take a break, come back 3:30 and trade again. Okay, this is the reason why we exit. Okay, let me just I'll bring this one up so you can see for yourself why we did this. And the same thing goes for this one too. Okay, reason to enter, I think was short SOT to downside turning. Okay, turning up. Okay, and we saw lower volume, almost like cluster of closures. Remember, cluster of closures, and then we saw some springs, we saw some climatic volume. Volume on the right side, then we have a break. Then we have a 18-day line change bar. Okay, so that was the one that we did somewhere around here. We land long here. Okay. So again, this video is recorded, and those of you who want to watch this, I'm trying to make this a bit smaller. Yeah, I can. Just make it a bit smaller. Yeah, there you go. Much nicer, isn't it? More neater. Okay, this one here can make it a bit smaller. 14. Right, and there we go. So again, this video will be recorded, and those of you who want to watch can do so and go through some of the things that we talk about, the SOT and the SOE in here. Right. Okay. So I've done the 2 trades, and 2 are winning trades. Not bad if you look at it. 3,003. I mean, of course, this is hypothetical, but you know, I hope I can show you guys. You can see money flying, you know, on top of your head. Okay. How much is 3,003 exact just now? Ringgit equivalent?
1,700.
Okay, 1,700. Of course, you need a big amount to trade this. Okay, but if you want just pocket money, a day trade like this, you know, about 2,005. That's good. And you know, the whole point what we're trying to say is try to make $100 a day. Of course, if you trade the mini Hang Seng, will be much less. Then you'll make 1/5, 20% of that one, okay? Which is 2,003, 20% is about $400, right? Big money, trade big. Okay, so the remaining one, another 20 minutes more, I'll get Zach to come in to back me up, and he will just go through some stocks that you all want to, and doing that, okay? What I intend to do going forward, I'll do more of this live trading using the Hang Seng as I open up and see. Even you look at FKLI now, there's nothing there. See? Switch your 5-minute chart. Tada lah, apa pun tada. Right, it's still where we enter, 59.5. Correct, no? Low volume in here. Right, cluster of closes. All right, okay, Zach. Okay, so I will come back on Wednesday for the live trading. If I have a chance, I'll probably do a bit more. So do watch this video again. I'm just going to take a rest and talking to her. Thank you a lot for your time and your audience. It's great to have you watch me trade live, although it's a demo account, but it do highlight the principle that I teach you guys and how I use it to roll out and roll in long and then turn short, and yet both trade we make money. Good money in paper, which is about 2,000 over ringgit for 1 hour jobs. Okay, we started at 10, 11:30 close shop, and that's it. The whole point is that this is very can be intensive trading, but I do enjoy being with you. So in future, when we do many more trades, as long as you're a member, I'll invite you into my trading room. All right, thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you, Martin. So for the remainder of my time here, I'm just going to probably look at some stocks. If let's say you have any stocks that you want me to review, probably I'm happy to do so. Okay, probably just give me another 2 seconds. Okay, so I do understand that some of members here that are looking really into intraday trading, especially Jay and one of the member Jocelyn. I think Intan also told me that you are looking in to do some intraday trading and Silbank as well, right? So okay, I do have one stocks here. Jay, Lin are looking for Maju. Okay, so are you looking for entry, Jay? And of course, like Martin said, right, because we got only 2 hours here live trading section, so definitely because for stocks usually I will look at hourly charts or 30-minute chart. So let's say we do stocks for live trading today, probably we just only see 4 bars on it. So okay, I will use some example that I found. Of course, definitely KLSC this few weeks is very slow. I cannot find any stocks that I can do for using hourly charts, but one stocks that in Hong Kong that I think that I can show you, right, is, okay, but I just put 2 screens here. This is the one, it actually appeared in our 18 action screeners on Friday. Okay, so okay, I will switch this to hourly chart. Usually I like to trade on hourly charts. Okay, so this is the daily chart, and do remember that what Martin teach earlier on during the yesterday course, right, is that who is the cheapest broker? Okay, Silbank asked who is the cheapest broker. Probably I will get back to you. Okay, about for, are you referring to Hang Seng Silbank for HSI? Okay. So okay, I'll switch this to black colors. Okay, this is the accumulations. And do remember that what Martin teach earlier on about shortening of the trust, SLT. Okay. So this is the first one. Okay, this is the first one. Second one, we have white. The trust is still very white. And then here. And lastly, we have another one here. Okay, so as you can see, the trust is getting smaller, as you can see from here. Okay, definitely markets are expecting to turn soon, right? Because this has been going up, I think, well, easily 500%. Okay, so looking at this hourly charts over here on my left hand side, well, if you are looking to trade, you know, a very short term one, like for example, J, right? You're looking to trade on a very short term one based on hourly chart, or 30-minute, even you can choose 30 minutes over here. Well, I can find some, I can spot some potential entry here if you are looking like, you know, probably just 5% or 10% kind of profit. Okay, first of all, definitely I can spot this is a very good accumulations over here where I can see few narrow spread bar with lower volumes, okay, over this side, which is great. And then we do have like a small uptrust over here, but this is come with low volume. Okay, low volume, which means not much seller at the moment. So look for, okay, look for some sort of okay, probably I just use my pens. Look for some sort of test, NS, and spring over here. Okay, so to trade with a confirmed spring. Okay, so this is usually how I do. Okay, by looking at overall on daily charts, make sure it's uptrend, because for cases like you're not, we still prefer to trade long rather than shorts. Okay, and then switch to hourly and 30 minutes to look for potential entry based on support and resistance. Okay. Okay, Supeng, I will get back to you because I'll probably have to check with Martin on the Hong Kong. Okay, to trade on the Hong Kong. Okay, I do have one stock here, J Pomaju. Okay, looking for exit. Okay. Of course, I like to use the opportunity also. Let's say you got any questions from the members today. Like for example, if you want to ask some questions regarding SO or SOW from the yesterday webinars, feel free to type at the chat box below so I can try to answer it from here. Okay, so Jay, this is the charts for my charts based on daily charts. So probably I would like to ask you, where is your entry? $0.39, right? 39 cents. Is it from this line change? Am I right? Okay. If you enter based on this line change, okay. Okay, this is basically a 5-day line change, right? 5-day line change. Okay. Background wise, is definitely good. Okay, based on daily charts, I look at daily chart first before I look at intraday. So I got a very nice accumulations over here. A very nice PTS bar. Okay, 18 line change bars, 18 LC bars, and this is come with high volume. Okay, which is great. So now currently forming a reaccumulations. Right, reaccumulation. I do see springs over here followed by this uptrust, and this is and today also come with a test. Okay, come with a test. Okay, so definitely in terms of you're looking on daily chart itself, for me this is nice and worth to hold at the moment. Okay, so now I switch to hourly charts. Okay, this is hourly charts. Okay, hourly charts, why? Yeah, support, I do see a lot of strength over here. I do see a lot of strength over, a lot of spring. Today we do have test, nice supports. Okay, nice supports, but because your entry at 39 cents, right? Okay, 39 cents. Okay, I believe this is the bar. If you are trading based on line change itself, okay. So I switch to hourly chart. So okay, this is the area that you enter, right? This is an area. So if you are looking at intraday, this will be your support. This will be your support, and you should actually exit. Okay, because this price will move. Because for intraday, like Martin said earlier on, for intraday we are looking at like very short term, the only few days. I'm referring to stocks. Okay, of course, referring to stocks. So usually we are only hold like around 5 days. If let's say the 5 days, it don't works, it don't break above, then we just exit and look for other potential entry. Okay. But usually for intraday, like based on hourly chart or 30 minutes, I like to trade based on support because that's where you can see very clearly where is the next support and resistance. Just like the earlier on stocks that I showed earlier on are Smart Tech from Hong Kong. Okay, actually based on 30 minutes or 1 hour, you can spot the support and resistance very clearly, right over here. So I will wait until it's drop back to here, to this area. Okay, look for test, probably NS as spring. I like NS as spring better. Okay, this is the one, very nice one. NS, okay, and then confirm the line change. Usually it's a very good sign of strength, a very good indication after the line change, after the NS, sorry. Okay, so any other questions from the members today? Okay, if not, probably I will try to look for another stocks from Hong Kong. Definitely, Singapore and KLC, I don't find anything. Okay, probably retail mobile 6133. 6133. Okay, 30-minute charts, not much liquidities. Okay, let's look at 1 hour. Okay, we will start with daily chart first. Okay, daily chart wise is nice, a very strong background. We can see there's accumulations here. Okay, volumes coming in. This bar is nice, breaking up above with a huge volume as well. Okay, with a nice volume, right? And here again we have the accumulations. Okay. So definitely this risk is lower if you're comparing to the chart earlier on Smart Tech, because this is only the second wave. Okay, the accumulations and then reaccumulations. Now going to the third reaccumulations level. Okay, so switch to hourly charts. Basically this is the place that I will trade, right, using hourly charts. Example, if I manage to spot spring at the resistance, okay, spring followed by this one, break above to confirm this spring and close above this upthrust. This is the nice one. So nice pattern because it definitely wash off all these weekend holders after the breakout, and then after that confirm with the line change. Okay, so assuming right now we have this breakout, okay, we raise again. This is the line change, and we got true bar, narrow bar with lower volume, okay, which is nice because stock just pull back for a while, and then today we have another line change again. So wait for another true bar pullback, low volume for the low risk entry. Okay, so just place a stop loss below this line change bar. Okay, just in case it reverse, so place your stop loss just below this line change bar for exit. Okay. Okay, any questions so far from members? Any other questions or any stocks that you want me to look at based on hourly and 30-minute charts? Okay. Okay, trend just turn. Okay, I probably I switch to daily chart first. Okay, daily chart wise, well, we are going through this stage 4. Okay, like you know, we're going through stage 4. Okay, price is going down. Okay, and then we have springs here and another springs here. Okay, but I don't think this will hold. We have a downtrend on daily charts, but we switch to hourly, see whether we got any potential or not. Okay, so on hourly chart is still trading in this range. We have upthrust currently over here. No doubt, the heat zone just turned to green, but do be careful because I don't really like. Sometimes we have, like Martin said earlier on yesterday, right? Heat zone delay, unlike VSA leading indicator, the heat zone slightly a bit delayed because we are looking at the previous bar. Okay, so whenever we see all this narrow small heat zone, right, this indicator tells me that markets is still moving sideways. Okay, if let's say we see a lot of red followed by green and then red again, green again, which means they are still ranging in the range. Okay, probably still in sideways. So, but for me, this is still in bearish because you can see this is a very huge area of red heat zone, bearish heat zone, followed by a small green bullish heat zone, right? And of course, this is the one that you have to take note based on how we chart. You can see upthrust over here, price just cannot move up further, right? So this upthrust has the volume as well. Okay, volume is high. Okay, you can see here, volume is high. Okay, probably just yeah, put this volume up here. Okay, as you can see, volume for this upthrust bar is high, and then here just form a resistance, right? So no buy signal for me. Okay, I don't know whether shipping are looking for exit or entry, but entry definitely no buy signals for me yet. That's not how we charge. Okay, so the other one, Collingtons. Collingtons, quite bad. Okay, based on how we chart, but let's take a look at daily charts. Okay, daily charts wise, let me erase this. It's actually tested at previous low. Okay, tested at previous low. But what good thing is that the volume still low. Okay, volume still low. Okay, this bar here, volume still low. So probably we'll see a reversal soon. Okay, hopefully it form another spring bar over here, and then we can see reversals over here. But do take note on the resistance. We can see a lot of sellers over here. No demand and upthrust. Okay, no demand and upthrust. Okay, switch to hourly charts. Okay, no entry. Okay, so Jay, are you looking for exit or entry? Okay, if you are looking for entry, no for me. Okay, based on hourly charts here. Okay, based on hourly charts here, it's now hanging at this support, right? Or looking for exit. Well, we should. Where's our entry then? Okay. So now this sell off is at this support. Okay. At supports, but if you are looking for entry, okay, if some members are looking for entry, definitely you want to see some sort of strength here, okay, with high volume, okay, before you go back to long again. Okay, if there's no high volume with some strength, then I won't go for the trades. Okay. Okay, any other questions so far for members? Other stocks that probably need to look at before we close these sections? Or any questions that are regarding trading view, some features probably you don't really understand, so you want me to go through? I can go through again, okay, if you got any. today? Okay, Jay, how to click on the volume to see the volume in the trading view? How to click on the volume? Okay, it means the numbers of the transaction, right? Okay, so for indicators, right, to hide and show unhide it, okay, you can click on these buttons. You can see this is a plus button, right, to actually unhide the indicators. Okay, so just click here to unhide it, okay, and click again to hide. Okay, so once you unhide it, you can see this volume is over here, volume. Okay, and then you can move your mouse around. You can see the number change, right? The first numbers in black colors is the volume, is the volume for the particular days. Okay, like for example, this Clinton, 60 millions. Okay, 16 millions, 16.334 millions, and the orange color basically referring to the moving average of the volume. So for default settings, if I'm not mistaken, there are settings 20 days. You can actually click on format down. This is the MA for the volume. You can set actually 20 or 40. So the number will change. Okay, this number will change. Okay, this actually referring to this orange color lines here. Okay, this orange will change. So I'm just going to put default. Basically, we don't look at the average volume for 20 bars or 20 days. I focus more on the particular bar itself, right? Particular volume of the day itself. Okay, any other questions before we close for today's sections? Okay, welcome Jay. Okay, any broker platform that use chart to buy itself, like what Martin did, moving the line. Any broker platform that use charts. Okay, again, Shipping, you are referring to Hang Seng Index, am I right? If I'm not mistaken. Okay, probably I will get Martin to, because if I'm not mistaken, we do have CMB or any stocks. Okay, what Martin did, moving the line. Okay, Super, are you referring to the features that earlier on Martin used, the one on the right hand side? Oh, directly from chart? Oh no, definitely we cannot key in the buy and exits directly from TradingView. Yeah, currently they don't have this feature yet for Malaysia. Okay. Okay, so if there's not any questions from members today, we'll just close for today's section. So we will see all of you again on our weekly live trading on Wednesday. Okay, so okay, thank you everyone.